Data abstraction. Like any form of data abstraction, structs simplify the code that works with related data. In the case of the song struct, you no longer have to worry about the 3 parallel arrays. Using data abstraction can result in a program that is easier to develop and maintain. To see the benefit of data abstraction firsthand, complete the exercises below. Exercise. Complete the missing code to process the parallel arrays from the first page of the playground. So these are the arrays: song titles, artists, and durations. We have our function, song information. We're going to supply parameters here, and then we're going to return a string describing the song. So first thing, we are going to supply the parameters, and we see that it's title, artist, and duration. So title is a string. Artist is also a string. And duration is an integer, or an int. And then we are going to return a string. And the first thing is the song name, and notice it wants some quotes around that. So we are going to /quote, and then we are going to interpolate this title of the song, and then another /quote for the end of that song name, by, and then interpolate artist, comma, duration, and then interpolate duration, seconds. So now we have all 4 of those songs in 3 separate returned strings. And they are printed because we print them here in our loop. So for each index in song titles, so from 0 to the end of the list, so count -1 is the end of that list, we are printing this song information function, and then these are our parameters. So song titles at each index, so it's going to be the first index, and then the second, and then the third, until the end of the list. And that goes for also artists and durations. The code above is prone to all sorts of errors. What would happen if your song catalog expanded but you forgot to update one of the 3 arrays? What if you added star rating data with a new array but forgot to modify the song information function? This kind of code is also hard to maintain and read. What if you were tracking 30 properties about songs instead of just a handful? What would the parameter list of the song information look like? Next, you'll perform the same task using a data abstraction, the song struct, from the previous page. So we have the song struct, and it has title, artist, and duration. So below, use the song struct from the previous page to simplify your code. So we're going to make our array of songs here. So we are going to let songs get an array. And I have some prepared songs that I'm going to put in there. So I have titles, and I don't like those songs. Let's use these songs. All right, titles and artists and duration for 4 different songs. Next, we are going to declare the song information function. So we're going to make a function, and it's information for, because we want it to read like a sentence, and then we don't need to say information for song and then the song name, so we can just say information for song, and it is a song type. So remember, this underscore means this isn't, the argument label isn't going to show up when we call the function. And it returns a string. And then we are going to return, and then the same type of string as we made above. So we are going to, instead of, if you scroll up, instead of title, artist, and duration, which are all different, we are going to use song title, song artist, and song duration. So for each song in this array, we are going to return those things in our for loop. So for each song in songs, curly brackets. We're going to print, and then we're going to run our function, information for our song. So each song in songs, we're going to print this information for it. And it looks like it failed to parse, but it would work. Make sure that you have, by the way, commas in between each item in your array. So we have song title, artist duration, and then a comma to separate each instance of song. All right, with the song struct, you can add a star rating simply by adding a new property. So let star rating, and that's of the type int. Your initializers will automatically warn you that you're not passing enough arguments. Your information for function here will be easy to modify, and you won't have to update your loop at all. So this wouldn't have to update at all. Learn how to make types with mutable properties next.